Hi, my name is Geisha, and this is my first YouTube channel. So as you can see, it's about the Santissima, and pretty much if you've seen my live on Facebook with Facebook name Giant Geisha, I've talked about her a couple of times. So since this is my baby, my first YouTube channel, my wife has kind of helped me put this together, hoping I'm doing this right. Anyway, so as I tell everyone, I'm kind of on this mission, or I'm on this mission to clear up her name, I guess, as being this bad image. Yesterday I did a Facebook Live, and it was about why you should not use her for bad. So I'm just going to touch on that real quick here as well. And so you don't want to use her for bad. You should be very careful to use her for bad, because that can both affect and infect your altar. So when you start using her for bad, brujeria, witchcraft, black magic, I mean these bad things that people do or use her for, the one thing you do not want to do is have this misconception that she is helping you along the way to do these things. At some point in time, her spirit leaves that altar, and because she is a santa, she is a protector, very motherly like. She, in her book, over and over in my lives, again on Facebook, I say she prefers do-gooders over the ones who do bad. She warns you to not do bad, because you will reap what you sow. It will come back to you or the ones that you love. So her being a saint, she is not capable. People have this misconception that she helps them. She is not, that is not her. That is something that you've invited differently into your altar. And so because you see her statues, her pictures, or whatever you have in her altar, you have this misconception that it is her helping you along the way, when it is not. Her entity, her spirit, her aura has left. And so now you are working with something very different, falsely thinking that it is her helping you, because your mind believes what your eyes are seeing. So if you're seeing her image, her statues, you're figuring that she is helping you. Well, that's where she gets her bad rap, unfortunately, and that's very heartbreaking. She is not about that. So then you would have to do a cleansing of the altar, if you wanted to get back on better terms with her, for lack of better words, to do so. So just be aware that when you do these things in her name, it pretty much is not. So because other things have come into play. Again, dare I say, evil, demonic, different entities that are not her. But again, unfortunately, her image, her statue, her pictures are left. And so people say, well, the Flaquita, the Santissima Muerte, she helped me do these things, or and that's where a lot of people figure that she is this bad person. I mean, excuse me, this bad entity in your life that should not be there. When in fact, she is very understanding that God comes first and foremost, and then her. So people are the ones who pull the trigger to use her as they may. So you want to be careful, because these other entities will definitely brainwash you into thinking that it is her when it in fact is not. So just to give you real quick a little rundown of the holiness. The holiness of death is not comparable with certain beings that have been beautified by the church. This is due to the fact that death is a concept, not a person. The holiness of death derives from the fact that death, as the end of life, is a natural process, yet has a connection with the divine. And in that divine spark lies the power of the concept of the holy death. That's just a quick little rundown. And this is from her book. If you can kind of see that, that's a page out of her book. So that's just a little quick kind of definition of her, and why there's kind of controversy on her. I will be doing these, coming on here for the most part, devoting my time as much as I can to my baby that I just got up and going, and I'm very thankful and blessed that this is going on right now. I believe that she's guiding me and protecting me, as she is very much known to do, is to protect her devotees. And again, she's very motherly like, so she's not very capable of doing ugly things. Again, it's the people who do that. But anyhow, just so I don't babble on, I really want to get people's attention, so that we can again clear up this misconception of her. I'm going to try, if you'll excuse me real quick, open up the blinds to see if I can get some little bit more light in here, because I just want to do a quick rundown of some candles, some things really quick. Okay, so that helped a little bit. This is kind of my altar back here. I've rearranged it a little bit, or she did. So I'm going to show you a couple of candles in this quick little thing that I'm doing here. There's a lot of questions as to why some candles come out in different ways. So Sorry about that. My wife was calling. Anyway, this is one of the candles. So you can see it's kind of smoky, kind of grayish. Sometimes there are things that are maybe obstacles that are put in the way. You want to see a very nice clean candle. When it kind of comes out smoky like this, there's a little obstacle in the way. Maybe you turned it on when you were feeling some type of way, when you weren't in the best of the moods, or it was an inconvenience of time, things of this nature. So you want to make sure that when you turn on these candles, you're in a positive mindset, okay, and that you are devoting your time, not because it's necessary and you're in a hurry and this, that, and the other. You want to do it of, you know, on a positive vibe, that positive energy that you have going on. When your candles are very clear, your petition has been heard, your candle is working. Again, when it's like this, you have maybe a minor obstacle in the way. Now, when your candle is darker, this is something that definitely tells that something is blocking this candle and your petition for lighting this candle to work. Again, you want to see a very clear candle. When your candles break, that can mean one of two things. That can mean that if someone has worked something on you, that candle has worked so hard against it, it broke its whatever is against you. It broke its I guess I don't want to say power, but that's the word that comes to mind. Like it broke this other person's trabajo. But again, a candle can break for many different reasons. Again, it could be an obstacle. It could be you didn't light it in the right type of attitude. There's an obstacle in the way. You may need to go for cleansing yourself, a limpia, things like that. These are things that I also do here from home in San Antonio. Always helping people. Again, I don't use her for bad. I don't do anything bad. But if bad has come against you and you do feel it, you're more than welcome to get a hold of me, message me, and I will help you. I don't charge, but I do work off of donations. So whatever it is that you're needing at the time, whether it's a limpia, if you're in San Antonio or in the San Antonio area, I can come and do a house cleansing. You can come here. I can do a limpia on you. There's card readings, things like that. So if you're in need of certain things, please feel free to get a hold of me. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. Just always be very respectful toward her. Again, I respect everyone, and I expect the same in return, because I definitely defend God's name as well as hers. So just please be respectful. throughout these things, I will also, you can also send me pictures if you need to, if you feel like you, again, been worked on, things like that. You can send me pictures. I can, or you can bring pictures over if you need my help, and I can do picture readings and things like that, of that nature. All in the name of good, of course. So thank you for having patience with me. Like I said, this is my baby. This is my first time on here. I'm just now getting started. I don't even know how I'm going to end this, or what I need to push to end this. But I really hope that you guys stay blessed, be blessed, and remember, you know, she prefers the ones that do good over bad. You reap what you sow. She loves you just like the Lord does. She also loves you to help others, especially if you're already in this faith, to help your brothers and your sisters in this faith. So everyone be blessed, and I love you guys, and I just hope that I see more and more people join and be open-minded and open-hearted and kind to one another, and not be so skeptical or afraid to ask about her. If you've seen her, if you've been thinking about her, if you've been dreaming about her, these may also be signs that she's seeking you out, so that you pray to her. So please don't be afraid. I've spoken on my lives before that I grew up in a Christian church. I grew up only knowing about God. I struggled for a long time when she revealed herself to me, when all I was doing was dreaming and thinking about her, as if she was as if she was my wife, as if she was my mother. So if this is happening to you, she may be seeking you out so that you pray to her. There may be different ways that you're dreaming of her or thinking of her. So please feel free to ask all questions, and comments are welcome. Just be respectful, and God bless, and walk in peace. Love you guys.